All right, we are working on a Chrysler 300. This is a 2007 model, and the issue we're having is with the ignition switch. Is that correct?
Yes, the ignition switch just freely turns like there's no connection at all whatsoever. What's broken is the actuator switch. This is the part that we're going to replace. What breaks is this bottom part right here, so we're going to show you how to take it apart and repair it. This is a very costly fix at the dealer. Could run you anywhere from $600 to $800. The repair is going to run you probably about $60 out of pocket. Let's get started. First of all, there is a Phillips screwdriver that we have to use. And we're going to take this Phillips screw out. Okay. The next one, there's a clip. There's a panel clip right here. You have to pull back a little bit, and you'll see another Phillips screwdriver. Let's pull it out. Okay. Now then, we'll grab the panel and pull it down just a little bit gently so we can pop it out of its place. It's got clips. There is another little clip here, a little electrical plug-in that we have to pull up this tab and pull out. We're going to set this on a dash. You have 4 screws on this panel, this metal panel, that you have to undo, and it's a number 10 socket. And that comes loose. We're going to set this also up here, get it out of the way. Now then, there's another panel here. You pull back gently, both sides at the same time. Let's release this key. There's a clip right here that you have to pull back on, and it comes out gently. Be very gentle with that. We'll pull this panel out without pulling the steering wheel down, and we'll set that on top as well. Okay. We have 3. The ignition switch has 3 bolts here that we have to undo, and they're number 8 socket. There's 2 that you can see, and one underneath. Okay, we got all 3 now. After that, you want to put your hand behind the dash, push the wires away from the switch so you can get it out. Once you're able to push it out, pull it out to where you can get to it. The security system, there is a clip right here. Pushing the clip, and pull out on it. There we go, let's take the screwdriver. Out she goes. Okay, after you do that, you have another Phillips screw right here on the security system box. The dealer wants you to replace this whole ignition switch. It costs us $500 to replace it, and then you have to program it. Once you pull this screw out, you turn it around, and you have a clip here that you gently pry back on the tab, and then you can slide the whole thing out. And you remove it. You have a star bit number 10. There is, on this back part here, you have 1 screw that you need to take out. It's not that hard, very simple. Let's put it somewhere where we know where it's at. Okay, there we go. You have 2 more here on this other side here that has to come out. Total of 3. Same size. Okay. Gently pull that back so you know it's taken out. Okay, right here you have a clip here and a clip here that you have to push in to be able to get this back part off. Okay, so we're going to do that right now. And that just slides off right here. That's your ignition switch, the electrical part of it. Okay, now then, this is the one part which it goes out. This is the actuator right here. It is broken. Let's grab this key right quick. If you turn the key, you can pull out. Turn the key to the position where you can pull it out. And you can see that it's clearly broken in this area where it goes into the switch, and it's not able to turn the switch so that you can turn on the car. Okay. Here's the comparison. You see how this shaft here goes all the way? That's the part that's broken. Okay. This is the end of the shaft that was broken off this actuator. It goes right here just like this. That's the shaft. It was broken inside here, so I had to dig it out of there so we don't have it in there when we try to put the new one on. Okay. Now, let's get back to the housing. We have the new one. The new one we just fit in, make sure that this pops into that groove. This little ring sits in that groove. Once we got it in the groove, make sure we turn it off to the off position, because the switch is set off the off position. Now then, we're going to take and we're going to put this part back on. It slides in here. That's it. Okay, we're going to put the screws back. Replace the screws. Screw them back together. That's one. Okay, we're done there. So everything's back together as far as in here. You can see now that the actuator is actually moving. And then we're going to put the ignition switch, we're going to put this to the off position so we can set that slot with this actuator. And then we're going to slide it back in place. And it should go back in place pretty easy. There we go. Now that it's all together, we're going to pull the key back out and we're going to put back the security system box. As you know, it slides back in its place, and it has one Phillips screw right here at the very top. Okay. Tighten the screw back up. And now we're going to test it and see if we can actually start it. There is one plug we need to plug in. That's for the security system. There's that plug. It goes right on top of this box right here. And it pushes in very gently. That's for your security system. And we're putting in the key back in the ignition. Now we're going to try to start it. Everything's put back together now. And it's working. You can actually